Alright, Zebrasexuals, it is Saturday. Hopefully I got that sneeze out of the way. There's going to be no more sneezes during this recording. But I'm bringing you another OU battle. Here I'm testing a team out. It's mainly just hyper-offensive with a dual-screening Espeon. So, like, everything is just all-out attack, but, and then you have screens just for support. I think I have, like, two or three setup pokes. I'm not sure, but I can't remember. I think Trachion's Rock Polish, Dragon Dance, Resto, Chesto, Kingdra, and then I think I just have sub on Landorus, but, this is going to be against Spayce93, I believe, are the numbers. I'll probably get it right when I type it in the chat. But he wanted to test out some pokes and test out that, and same thing with this. I just saved this team this morning, so I just figured, you know, why not try him out and just to see how it goes. The match turns out to be really good. So there's a little bit of hacks in there, but you know, whatever. So he's going to end up leading off with Scizor. I thought he was probably going to lead off with Metagross just because, you know, lead Metagross or something. But he ends up leading with Scizor. I'm not sure what Scizor wants to do. Maybe he'll go for the U-turn. Maybe he was thinking I was going to lead off with Espeon. So I figured go for the U-turn. We'll both U-turn, see what happens. So I figured this would be a great chance to bring in Heatran, because this Heatran is Scarftran, and you know, Scarftran's pretty good, but what is up with Scizor's going for agility on me all of a sudden? And then, like, I think it was last battle that, I think he led off with Scizor, or he had a Scizor, and, like, early turn, he just straight goes for Sword Stance, so it's like, you know, just balls out, just goes for turn win setup, and I'm just like, shit, and I know he has a Salamence on his team, and I was just like, do I really want to go for the Dragon Pulse? But I was just like, I don't really want to predict, because maybe he can go into something else, but I just decided to go for a Flamethrower. I end up getting a crit myself, which is, you know, great, because +2 agility, Salamence is just going to kind of wreck my team. So here I'm kind of figuring, you know, Salamence, Earthquake, I can go to Landorus trying to scout what he wants to do, and he goes for the Aqua Tail, and I'm like, what? Who carries Aqua Tail on Salamence? And I guess that's a common thing now, I guess. Aqua Tail, I remember Aqua Tail Dragonite, but never seen Aqua Tail on Salamence. So here I'm like, okay, maybe he's locked into Aqua Tail because maybe he's choice. Nope, he's mixed, and he goes for Draco Meteor, because I don't know why I wanted to hold on to my Landorus for some reason. Probably because I don't know why I wanted to hold on to him. So I end up eating shit there and end up losing my Kingdra just straight up, and plus giving him a +1 Moxie. He just kind of like reached into my mind. He's like, I have a feeling you're going to Kingdra, I'm just going to fuck you up, and that's what happened. So I figured, okay, he's got Aqua Tail, he's got Draco Meteor, so he's running mix. Maybe he has Outrage, maybe he doesn't have Fire Punch, hopefully. So he ends up going for Outrage, so I'm like, okay, I know Genesect can, you know, live this, and it does a shit ton, even though Genesect has, like, what, base 75 defense, I think, and it's resisted, but still, +1, you know, Dragon move of, like, 120 base power is nothing to fuck with, but luckily I'm able to take out the Salamence and not get swept by it, at the cost of, like, 3 pokes. God, that was terrible. Actually, yeah, 3 pokes, so his Landorus is pretty much dead. So, he brings in Breloom. I'm thinking Mach Punch is coming, so I figured, might as well just bring in Landorus, just, you know, fodder it, because, you know, there's really nothing else I could do. But he pulls a double switch, it brings in Tentacruel, and then Tentacruel's on a balloon, so I'm like, well, shit, I don't have Stone Edge, so all I have is U-turn, Hidden Power Ice, and Earthquake, and I think Substitute or something, I can't remember. I think I might have Substitute, or Sword Stance, I can't remember. But you know, only move I have to hit it with is Earthquake, so not Earthquake, U-turn, so I figured hit it with U-turn, get some damage off, and then hopefully, you know, pop his balloon and bring in something and take care of it, which happens to be Espeon. I'm like, finally I can bring in Espeon and start setting up screens, so I figured, okay, he's probably going to switch into something like maybe the Scizor or something, so I'm going to go for the Reflect, because, you know, so I don't get hit on the, you know, physical side with U-turn or something. But then again, I am faster than Scizor. But, you know, I don't want to get hit with anything. So, he brings in this thing, and I'm like, okay, nothing on his team's been scarfed yet. Maybe this thing is scarfed. So I'm going to bring in Heatran, sponge the hit, and it turns out he's a Dark Gem with Dark Pulse, which is pretty cool. I've never seen a gem on a Hydreigon, but, you know, that's cool. Even though I'm, you know, not... You know, my natural bulk just in resist just has me sponge it like a champ. And here I'm able to go for the Dragon Pulse and do as much damage as I can. So here I hit him with the Dragon Pulse. It doesn't quite take him out, but he's going to hit me with Earthquake. And here I'm thinking, it's unstab. I got Reflect. I could take it. Nope. Gets a crit. And I'm like, crap. Well, I guess that balances out for my Heatran critting a Salamence, so it's like, okay, well, whatever, that's fine. So this way, I'm able to see that he's not scarfed, and I can bring in Terrakion and easily revenge kill with the Stone Edge, but I'm gonna miss. And then this thing also has Aqua Tail and is going to proceed to smack me in the face. So Aqua Tail with the reflect, it ends up doing about a third. It does a good amount of damage actually, but this time I'm actually able to hit Stone Edge. I didn't really want to go to close combat just because he can bring in Scizor, and I don't like the -1 defense, even though I have screens up and all that, and the Bullet Punch shenanigans, and I just don't like that. But here he's going to go for Bullet Punch, and it's actually going to do quite a lot of damage, but not really. So I'm kind of like, well, crap, because I didn't expect it to do that less with the Reflect, that being, it's Scizor and, Stab and Technician boosted and all that. But that actually surprises me, and I was like, crap, should have just gone for close combat. But I'm going to end up losing some HP to Life Orb and, all that. So here he brings in this thing, and when he was in battle, he was actually delaying. I thought he was going to bring in Breloom, so I was like, okay, well, I'll just kind of fodder out Terrakion anyways to try and bring in something, maybe Espeon or something, but he actually stays in, and he actually ends up going for Iron Head, and actually ends up taking me out. So, well, I had 6 HP, so either way I was going to die. But here's what I could have done. I could have brought in Espeon, set up a screen, possibly, and then, Hidden Power Fire him, but I decided to bring in Genesect. I'm not sure about this play. I could probably play, like, here, I'm, like, thinking I could mount a comeback, but after I watched it when I was recording, I should have played it differently. But, here I just go for the Flamethrower, just do as much damage as I can to this thing, and I'm like, okay, cool. So all he has is Breloom and Tentacruel left, so I'm like, okay, Espeon can kind of handle that. And then my Reflect wears off, and I'm like, okay, well, here's this thing. He's probably going to go for the Mach Punch. Maybe this thing's choiced also. So I'm like, okay, if he choices himself in the Mach Punch, fine, whatever. I can bring in Espeon to take the hit, but he goes for Mach Punch, and he has the Fighting Gem. I'm like, everything has a gem on this team because I'm totally, like, mind-fucked right here. But I should have probably just foddered out Genesect as opposed to bringing in Espeon and a hard switch, which probably would have been better because, Psychic combo and all that, and I wouldn't have lost as much HP to Mach Punch. But I do set up the Reflect. I'm like, okay, let's see how much this can actually do, and it actually gets a crit as I set up the Reflect, and I'm just kind of like, crap. I'm not even sure if the crit mattered. Maybe he probably would have got 3 and probably would have gotten max damage and been able to take me out or got a crit between the 3s, but it's whatever, it happens. So I'm left with Genesect, and I'm easily going to get taken out by Mach Punch, and that's going to end up being the match. So that was a pretty good game. I'm probably going to work on that team a bit, but there's some stuff that needs to be worked with. Well, me just not playing stupidly and throwing away stuff, but, that's kind of how it goes. But that was a good match. There should be a link to Spayce's channel. I'm not sure if he uploads, but, he has a link to their... Oh, well, he has a YouTube channel because he comments and blah, blah, blah. So, there should be a link to that, and that should be pretty much it for Saturday. I hope you guys enjoyed this match. I'm probably going to edit this team. Maybe if I had Kingdra left, it probably could have turned out a little differently. But, I probably should have played better-ish, maybe, instead of just throwing stuff away. That's Salamence, man. Just like... I think once he just, like, mind-fucked me right there, I think I was just done. Like, my mind was, like, crushed. Like, mind crushed. Like, dude, I was just, like, done. I was like, oh, crap. And I was like, of course, Draco Meteor. And I'm like, alright, I'm done. Alright, so, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed this battle. I'm gonna quit rambling and go ahead and end it here. So I will catch you Zebrasexuals later. Cheers.